Hotep, I am the Amen Osiris, the one and only undisputed God of law. We are Deception Stoppers, America's only 4D education service, the 4D Destroyer. I am not a lawyer. This is not a law firm. We do not advocate that you don't support your human offspring. We simply advocate you made them in private and you take care of them in private. Okay? And I've been getting a lot of emails about wage garnishment, how to stop it, where does it come from, etc., etc. Okay, so I'm going to label this video, the law requires Scott Leakin or the director of the crime family operating in the state to provide the contract that compels you to a specific performance. If you need help, bang my email, 4D_destroyer@yahoo.com. Now let's dig into this, okay? All right, fellas, when wages are being garnished, they're being garnished under 31 USC 3720D, okay? Now, this provision, this law, requires the 4D crime family to produce a contract that compels you to a specific performance. Scott Leakin is also required by the same to validate the non-tax debt owed to the United States as follows, okay? Now, Section A, notwithstanding any provision, and gentlemen, I want you to start looking at your words, okay? Nothing can be misinterpreted if you know what the words mean, okay? Notwithstanding any provision of state law, the head of an executive, judicial, or legislative agency that administers a program that gives rise to a delinquent non-tax debt owed to the United States by an individual may, in accordance with this section, garnish the disposable pay of the individual to collect the amount owed if the individual is not currently making required payments in accordance with any agreement between the agency head and the individual. Okay? Now, key words here, debt and owed. What is debt? Well, we'll go with owe first. Owe means to be bound to do or omit something, especially to pay a debt. Debt, a sum of money due by certain and express agreement as by bond for a determined sum, a bill or note. Okay, so if someone is stating that you owe money, okay, there must be that has to be an express agreement. Think of it: car note, mortgage, your rent, okay, credit card bill, telephone bill. All right, anytime you have a debt that you're paying, there's an agreement. There has to be one. Lamborghini could not knock on your door and say, hey, you owe us $125,000 for this Lamborghini, but I never bought a Lamborghini. And nor did I, all right, show me the express agreement. Okay? Now, the law, the courts clearly state a party cannot be bound by contract that he has not made or authorized. Okay? Free consent is an indispensable element in making valid contracts. So, someone is accusing you of owing a debt to the United States. All right? Here's the fun part. Affirmation non negotiate incumbent probitio. The burden of proof rests upon he who asserts, not he who denies. So if the 4D crime family is telling your job that you owe them a debt, then what you need to be doing is asking them for okay, well, prove it. Show me the express agreement that I signed that created a debt due. Okay? So, with that being said, for those of you who have been asking me, here's the answer. All right, only an agreement between the agency head, and the agency head is going to be Scott Leakin, and you have to go and find out who the underboss is that's operating in the state. All right, and the individual, which is you, gives rise to a delinquent non-tax debt owed to the United States, can compel specific performance under the terms and penalties embodied in the contract. Therefore, to satisfy the burden of proof, you, that you are the party to a contract, please produce the agreement between the agency and you, or otherwise terminate and reimburse you in full. That's as simple as that, gentlemen. If they cannot produce a contract, if they cannot produce an express agreement that creates a certain amount of money due, all right, then you don't owe the debt. You can't be party to a contract that you have not signed or authorized. Okay? And the burden of proof now rests on he who asserts, which is Scott Leakin and his underboss, not you who's denying. Okay? So, real simple equation, nothing out of the ordinary. You do not have to reinvent the wheel. Gentlemen, always use their stuff against them. It's right here. Okay? Someone is saying that you owe a debt. They're asserting this. All right? So the burden of proof now rests on them. You write them, certified letter, tell them, hey, all right, well, you're accusing me of owing a debt. All right, show me the express agreement that created the sum of money due, and I'll be more than happy to pay it. If you can't, you're going to terminate, and you're going to reimburse me all my money, and I want 6% interest. All right, I'm the Amen Osiris. You need help? Bang my email. All right, it is a simple equation. Now you know how to basically you can challenge this wage garnishment at any time. Okay. Now, if you got a cool boss, great. If your boss is a prick, then you're going to have to go above and beyond as far as sending these certified and notarized documents to the agency head, because they're stating that there's a contract between you and Scott Leakin or the agency head. All right, look, in accordance with any agreement between the agency head and the individual, where's the contract? What's an agreement? An agreement is a contract. Okay, it is a mutual contract. All right. Later, I will come back and show you the 6 lawful elements that make a contract legal. Okay? And without those 6 elements of a contract, it doesn't exist. But more importantly, this is how you basically attack the wage or the IWOs or the wage garnishment, whatever you want to call it. Right? If there's no contract, you can't be bound by a contract that you have not made or authorized. That is the law, gentlemen. All right, it is not. You can't misinterpret when you know the words. I tell you, these country bumpkins out here, they're just. All right, so you have your assignment. You want that wage garnishment to be gone? Then start demanding the express agreement that created the sum of money due. All right, and handle your business. Hotel.